What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. So the opinion you should follow should be your own. Please consider this to be the opinion from a complete stranger online. Please be responsible when competing in the market. So Moses Itauma and Jermaine Franklin are going to be facing off against each other. And I would say that this fight is definitely a step up for Moses Itauma. That is despite Moses Itauma already beating someone who already beat Jermaine Franklin, that being Dillian Whyte. So I still think that this is a step up for Moses Itauma. And I think that this is a fight that definitely will answer some questions. Jermaine Franklin's been in the distance with Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte and Daichko. So with regards to gamblers and trying to profit from this situation, we need to look at a few elements. The first element is Jermaine Franklin's never been stopped, and he's been in with at least 3 punches. That tells me that he has a level of durability. And so when looking at the markets for a stoppage for Moses Itauma, one has to be cautious about this element. But we do need to look at the fact that Moses Itauma is a young fighter. Young fighters, they do often start fast. They do often get knockouts that older fighters who might be better than them wouldn't get. You know, Anthony Joshua went the distance, but maybe if he had the young mentality of old, he might have got Jermaine Franklin out of there. Whereas Moses Itauma, he has that young, energetic style because he's still very young. This will often cause a fighter to go for it early. So I think that at this stage, Moses Itauma is someone who could get early knockouts that older fighters might not get. Even look at Dempsey McKean. Hrgovic went 12 and got the stoppage. Moses Itauma got it in 1. But when looking at Jermaine Franklin, and he's very slick and he's very, what's the word? Schooled in there. You know, he knows how to look after himself in the ring. That does reduce that possibility. Do I think Jermaine Franklin has the attacking prowess to ultimately cause an upset in this fight? No, I don't. So when I'm looking at the markets and when I'm looking at how to best profit from this situation, I have to look at the fact that Jermaine Franklin's never been stopped but lacks attacking prowess. I have to look at Moses Itauma and his high KO percentage and his attacking aggressiveness and his speed. And the play that I'm recommending for your portfolio is to simply put, and again, you know, please be responsible when competing in the markets, and this is the opinion from a complete stranger online, but when I'm looking at building a portfolio, I'm looking at Itauma to win, but I would also hedge that play with, if you're feeling ambitious, Moses Itauma to win by points. So yes, you might lose money if Moses Itauma wins on points, but you won't lose as much as if you just go outright with Moses Itauma to win. I would go Moses Itauma to win, hedge the play with Moses Itauma on points as a safety net so that you can minimize your losses if Moses Itauma was to go points, you know. But here's the thing: if Moses Itauma wins and he wins on points, then you won both sides of the play there. I wouldn't bother betting on anything for Jermaine Franklin to win because I don't think he's going to win. And I also don't think that the KO element, which is often a good element to deploy when building a portfolio, especially with an away fighter that probably can't win on points, the points win for the Jermaine Franklin side, the KO win for the KO win for the Jermaine Franklin side of the play doesn't really come into it for me because Jermaine Franklin isn't a puncher. So, and I don't think he can win on points because Moses Itauma will be the home fighter. So I don't think that side of the play should be explored. I think the elements that you need to look at is Moses Itauma to win outright, hedge the play with Moses Itauma on points to minimize your losses if it does go to points. So those are my recommendations. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation, there's a link for that in the description. With that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.